Hello and welcome once again to Baked Beans Garage, where I'm still working on an American vehicle. Ooh, don't get used to that. Anyways, here's my Bolens HT20 that I got running last time. Today, I'm going to go around and fix all the few little things that I was too lazy to do last time. Mainly, the front shoes were pretty much gone. That leaky fuel pump, also the deck lift linkages, we'll talk about that. Anyway, let's get into it. So I got a little bit of a head start. Already got that one done. Now these fronts, anyways, 18 by 8.5 by 8, super common golf cart tire size. This Astro Ray, I don't know, some Chinese brand. The only one I could find with the proper original sawtooth pattern. Also went and prettied up the wheels. Now for all one of you who might still be working on a Bolens in 2020, these aren't white, they're like an off-white. I used a Rust-Oleum color called Heirloom White. It's only a satin, so also gave her a gloss clear on there to make it proper. Another thing is these original tires, still borrowing this one from the Husky. Originals were 2-ply. I don't know what the weight rating on those were, but these are 4-ply. Even though they're golf cart tires, they should be more than good enough. Now the deck lift linkages I put on last time, because they were what I found, don't work. That upper heim joint is too wide for the pin to get in there, so it falls off every time I raise and lower the deck. So to remedy that, I have made some nice flat pieces that'll work really well. I made them out of something from a Ford. I don't know, if you recognize that part, let me know, I'm curious. Also an issue is this original fuel pump, why I didn't bother mounting it again. Gonna change that out too, to aid the leak. Power steering's leaking too, that sucks. It still works. So to begin, this tire, it's already in the shop over there. Just gonna paint the wheel, put a new valve stem in, and wrestle with that tire. All right, I'll more than happily own my own laziness. It's been almost a month since I put those new tires on. Life keeps getting in the way. Ooh, hello little tuxedo. So beautiful. Anyways, she's been doing well. Just started to have a little bit of a fuel problem here. So I think I'm finally gonna go ahead and replace that leaky old fuel pump. Not sure that's my issue. Also went and found the factory specs for tuning the carb. So we'll try both of those things and see what happens. All right, so here are your carb adjustment screws. This one in front is the idle mixture. This one is the main mixture. The idle speed is down underneath the air shroud. Not gonna need to bother with that one. So I have looked up the manufacturer specs. You just turn them down to the bottom lightly. Idle mixture is 1 1/4 out. Main mixture is 3 turns out. All right, so she should run. There should at least be enough fuel in the bowl to get it running before that new fuel pump kicks in, but we're gonna find out. So I just used way more choke than I really needed since it's now reset to factory settings. Just gonna let her warm up a while and then we'll do some, whoa. That floater valve ain't happy. There might be a little bit of blow by past the intake valves. Yeah. Oh my God, I didn't turn the petcock back on. All right, so resolved skill issue. I'm an idiot. We already knew that. Sorry, starter. I owe you 2 beers. I may not be a smart man. Alright, so now I'm just going to let her warm up for a while before I go and make my actual adjustments. Alright, so she's been idling for about, I don't know, 10 minutes, so nice and warmed up. We're going to do the procedure that's straight out of the Bolens owner's manual. We're just going to set the speed handle to the max speed. Then we're going to turn the main mixture adjuster until she starts to lean out. Then turn it back till it starts to fatten out, and then put it in the middle. That's all it tells you to do. Okay, so neither thing happened. Not really sure what to make of that. It was still running with the mixture screw all the way turned in, which should mean no fuel. I don't know. Well, it seems to be running nice now. I might just leave it there and see what happens. So one of the issues I was having before is it would bog down real heavy when I turned on the PTO. Let's see if that happens now. Make sure you're wearing open-toed shoes for this and your deck's all the way up so you can lose a piggy. Floater valve seems to be working well. I think it's fixed. I'm just going to go for a test drive, see what happens. Alright, let's see how she's feeling, but I would like to add that the fuel pump is only temporarily mounted, and by temporarily I mean permanently, but I'm not willing to admit that I'm a hack. Anyways... Oh. Might not need any choke at all. Alright. Used to have to go full choke every time I started her, so it's going to take a little bit of adjustment there. Let's see how she's doing. I'd venture to say that the old girl's running just about as well as she ever has. Probably as well as she had when she was new. Anyways. Yeah, cruising around at idle with the PTO on, with the go fast lever all the way to the turtle position. Choke finally all the way off. Oh, maybe not. Anyways, she's running good. Time to do some cosmetics. So she's finally running right, so we can address the largest cosmetic issue. So I got that. That comes from Hunter Maple Texas Decals, Hunter Maple Decals Texas LLC. You can find them on eBay. They make lots of vintage tractor replacement stickers. This only cost me about $90, which might sound like a lot for some stickers, but considering the effort and the tooling that goes into this, that's quite reasonable. So, if you're restoring an old rig, check them out. They didn't pay me or anything. I just think they do some pretty good work. Anyways, the bulk of the work's going to be getting these old ones off. Not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. Lots of goo gone, maybe. Well, now she's looking about fresh as can be. Got enough daylight left to get a nice thumbnail photograph in the golden hour. So we'll take her for a spin. And I think it's been long enough to qualify this as a cold start. We're gonna find out. Again, I don't need nearly as much choke as I did before. That's a good thing. Smooth transition. The guy editing this is an idiot. I'll make sure not to tell myself I said that. So she's looking nice. She was running nice last time, but I haven't cold started it since I tuned the carb. Let's find out. All right, so one thing that has bothered me since day one with this rig is the original exhaust tip is missing. Not sure where it went, and then we get this soot on the side of the hood here. Not a big fan of that. Now, of course, you can't really get that part anymore. And this chrome beauty cap, I guess, is crimped onto the muffler, so there's no good way to get that off of there without making a mess. So I have an idea. I went down to the old Extortion Auto in town, and I think if I trim out that broken piece, cut this off, and weld it around the inside straight to the muffler, it might do a little better job than what we have going on here. Oof. This might be ugly. Alright, so I've cleaned up that end as much as I could with a wire wheel, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm not above welding on an extension cord, but I would prefer to avoid it, you know, if possible. So I've repositioned the rig a little bit. That fits in there quite nicely. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is gonna be boogery. Okay, only now am I realizing that it would have turned black on its own after running for a while. I'll gloss over that. It looks nice, doesn't it? All right, so that's done. I went and threw some cheapo Krylon metallic silver on there. It'll probably burn off within an hour or two, but you know, looks nice now. As much as I love the patina, I do want to touch up a few areas, so I'm going to use the same Rust-Oleum heirloom white, it's called, to you know, just pencil in a few little areas just to keep her looking pretty. Oh, baby. She's just brand new now. That's gonna do it for this episode. She's looking pretty sharp, not gonna lie to you. 50 years old. She does pretty well. This runs better than any newer MTD, whatever you can buy at Lowe's, all that junk. I guess the next steps are going to be make a bracket to permanently mount that fuel pump. Maybe do something about the seat. I don't know. But she just works so nicely right now. I don't really feel like bothering with her too much anymore. So I think that's going to do it for this episode. I got a little tired of penciling in the touch-up paint. The rest of it's going to stay a little patinaed for now, at least. The stickers on the hood, I think, are the only ones I really want to put on now, or maybe ever, because the rest of it, again, is nicely patinaed. She took 50 years to earn that look. Moz will preserve it. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed this episode, found it entertaining, informative, something like that. If you did, I do ask you to leave a like, maybe a comment, maybe even hit that subscribe button. That'd be helpful. Any support to the channel is appreciated. So anyways, I am Chinchilla, and this has been Baked Beans Garage. I will see you next time.